my lovelies, Elsie here to do your sneak peek for this week. Welcome here. Happy Monday to you. I hope you are well. I hope you didn't let Monday push you around or push you down. Thank you so much for clicking here. So happy Monday. Happy Mercury retrograde. It went into retrograde today. We're out of the shadow period and in full-on retrograde as of April 1st. And if you are brand new and you've never been here before, I welcome you. I hope you'll be in the comments like some of us are. Some of us like to be in the comments. Thank you so much for doing that. And for those of you who are the ride or dies and you are always in the comments, clicking, sharing, and subscribing and cheering me on from the seats. Thank you so much for doing that. I do appreciate you so much. As you can see, we continue to grow. You guys are awesome. If you're somebody who just came in the door over the last couple weeks or so, welcome to you. And I hope that you'll let me know in the comments that you are new. So what is this reading, Elsie? I've never been here before. Well, it is a reading that I do once a week. And it is usually on a Monday, sometimes on a Tuesday, but I'm going to read from Aries to Pisces. I'm going to read through all of the signs, spend a couple of minutes on each. I'm going to mark everything down below in the description so you can just scroll this video to find out what you need in terms of energies. But please, I'm going to ask you to stop watching tarot just for your sun sign. Now, I know for those of you who have been here for a long time, you are the ones that are already watching for your sun, moon, and your rising, which is great. If you're watching for your sun sign, you just don't have any clue what's going on. You're just watching for your personality, and it might resonate, but you don't know what you're missing with your moon and your rising sign. All right, we are here to do the weekly read. Oh, another thing is readings. If you're interested in a private read, I am going to pin a comment to the very top of all the comments below this video. There is a link there to Wizio if you're interested in getting a private reading for your own energy. Those readings start at $40. What else do I have to tell you? I think that's about it. We're going to start with Aries and go to Pisces. Aries, this is for you. Happy birthday, my friend. Oh, happy April 1st to all of you, by the way. All right, here we go. Let's talk about it, Aries. You got a lot of stuff going on in your sign, my friend. And it is your season. Let's find out what's going on for Aries this week. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. This reading is always going to be for the next 7 days, no matter when you find it. Today, tomorrow, or next year. It doesn't matter. Tell me what's going on for Aries, please. Tell me about Aries. We do have the King of Cups. Aries, you're showing me your soft side. What's going on here? You're showing me your emotional side here. Now, it wouldn't be like Aries if they weren't stoic on the surface, right? That's you. You'll never let them see you sweat, Aries. But we do have the King of Cups here, who is Scorpio, but also Pisces and Cancer in this general reading. And so it feels like there is something emotional coming up this week for you. What's going on here? Tell me about Aries. You are about to see something super clear, my friend. It's going to cause emotion. Now, for some of you, you're going to see the depth of love. I feel like you're going to realize or notice that I feel like you've had a change of heart. It's like this is change, right? The Wheel of Fortune. It feels like you've had a change of heart and that you've realized that you are deeply in love with somebody here for some of you. For those of you who are already in that place of love with someone, I feel like the sun is here to amplify the depth of this connection. So I feel like the connection goes deeper, or you now see the potential of how deep it can get. Now, what I want to say for sure is the King of Cups is here, and something is about to change in the heart space, because the Wheel of Fortune doesn't show up unless there is some big change coming. Now, that being said, we do have a life-changing eclipse happening on the 8th, right? This is going to be for this week. And for those of you who are catching it in real time, the readings that I am doing are for the week ahead. So it's all going to be about eclipse season. All right, here we go. Let's talk about it. So we've got Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo. We've got Pisces and Cancer. Leo is here as well. I feel like the sun is coming out because you are supposed to see something clearly that is about to change here. We do have the 4 of Pentacles and the 7 of Cups. So someone here has been hanging on to the truth about love. And it is incredibly overly emotional. It's confusing, I feel. Somebody's really confused about the feelings that they feel about someone here. And I think that you thought you had it straight. I think you thought that you knew what was going on, Aries, but I feel like with the Wheel of Fortune here in the very near future, it's telling me that it's confusing you about the heart space. Excuse me. You've been hanging on to sunshine, hanging on to clarity, hanging on to growth and happiness here. Tell me more about Aries, please. We've got the Six of Pentacles. Are you thinking about giving reciprocity to someone? Someone that I feel you feel is a really good fit for the long term. It looks like 6 and 4 is 10. I want to say that right now, you aren't really showing your feelings openly. I feel like your feelings are under the surface with the King of Cups, right? The King of Cups being Scorpio energy. It's under the surface, and I'm not really showing it. So I feel like you haven't showed whoever I'm talking about, you haven't showed them your feelings on the surface yet. I think you're holding them down or holding on to them, and it's quite confusing because the Wheel of Fortune is here bringing fated changes, bringing divine timing, bringing some changes that you can't sidestep them. You cannot sidestep the Major Arcana, my friend. When the Major Arcana shows up like the Sun and the Wheel of Fortune, it is something that is coming at you 100%, and the only thing that you can do is react or respond, and those are two different things. Tell me about the Wheel of Fortune for Aries, please. What's coming up in the near future that is fated, these fated changes? We've got the World card. Interesting. Why do we have the World card, please? Because of the Nine of Pentacles. Somebody here is not going to be single for much longer. What about the Nine of Pentacles? The Emperor. That's who we're talking about. That's you, my friend. We have the Death card. The Death card, the bottom of the deck for me is the future energy in the distance. We have transformation because of something that you have that you are feeling within your intuition, but you're not telling anybody. It's silence. You're connecting with your source, and I feel like you're about to go through some transition or some sort of transformation. You've been trying to find your light, and I feel like you're coming to a realization that you are the High Priestess, whether you are feminine or masculine. So we do have the World card that has showed up here, and it tells me there is a major shift going on, and I feel like this major shift is probably coming partially in this week, but understand the 8th is the eclipse, so you're already in this energy here. The Emperor has built something from the ground up alone by yourself, and it's given you great stability. It's given you the feeling that you can just conquer just about anything. There is about to be a really big shift in your life, Aries, and I don't know that you're ready for it. For some of you, you might be closing the door on an old relationship and you might become single. That's for some of you, not all of you. And for some of you, this big shift is shifting you into this place of the Emperor. It's like you're building something here, and you've had a realization that you can build it alone, that you don't really need anyone to build it with you. So what's the confusion about here, Aries? Tell me about the Seven of Cups. It's confusion or overwhelm here that something is about to change, and I think that for some of you, you already feel it because I feel like your super spidey senses are tingling. I want to say you could have Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer energy, and if you do, especially if it's Pisces, you are feeling these energies as they are moving about. You're feeling them real big here. So we do have the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. We have the King of Pentacles, and we have the Star. It feels to me here like you are confused about where you want to invest. I feel like you have a choice to make, that you want to settle down. You want to be the King of Pentacles. It feels like what you've built by yourself here from the Ace of Pentacles to the 9 is you've built some wealth. You've built some material possessions. You are doing really well as the Emperor. You might be an owner of a business, or you might have multiple businesses. The Emperor is the ruler of the empire, which includes all of the kingdoms, which means all the kings and the queens report to the Emperor. So I feel like you are about to make some sort of solid decision, my friend, about your wish fulfillment. And I feel like that is coming this week, but I feel like we're already feeling eclipse energy for you here. We've got the Six of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles. It feels like you've been keeping this this confusion or overwhelm, emotional overwhelm to yourself. You're showing everyone the poker face. We've got the 6 and the 4 of Pentacles. It tells me you want to give somebody reciprocity, but you are not sure where you want to do that yet because the Ace of Pentacles is in the reverse. You're wondering how much work it's going to be. How much work will it be for me to have to build this thing up with someone else in my life? It feels like you're keeping things under wraps here, but you have a lot of great clarity about this, about the way you're moving here. I want to say what you've been working on coming into this reading, what you've been working on in the recent past, which is yesterday or before that, is dropping some burdens by speaking out. I feel like you're about to say something to someone because you have been feeling burdened by whatever all of these wands are here. It feels like you've been carrying around something that you want to say, that you want to talk about. You're about to liberate yourself from the 4 of Pentacles. The 4 of Pentacles to me is shut off, shut down, miserly, not sharing. So it feels like it's been heavy that you've not been able to say something. And we do have the 8 of Pentacles in the reverse. You're no longer willing to work on something and you're about to liberate yourself from the thing that you're no longer willing to work on. The 10 of Wands has become heavy. You haven't told anyone about it, but it's time to let it go, I feel. Who do you want to give this reciprocity to, please? Tell me about the 6 of Pentacles. It feels like you are spread very thin. You got a lot of things going on. You're a very busy person, but I want to say that you always make time for charity or to help others. Tell me about the 6 of Pentacles. We have the Moon card. We have the 5 of Cups, and we have the Hanged Man. I feel like you are in a struggle with yourself about whether to reach out to someone with a really sweet sort of message. I feel like the page has been dispatched and that you've dispatched the page. It's time for either someone to take your message into another person or for you to send the message. I feel like right now you're in the dark about it though, but things aren't as they seem. The reason that you're holding back here, I feel like you're holding back. The reason that you are holding back from sending the message is because you can't see the outcome. And look, if you are the Emperor, which is all the kings, you are the person who is in charge of it all. You've got stability. You can conquer anything. You know, it's like the Emperor never gets themselves involved in anything that they know that they can't win. The Emperor is not going to take everyone into battle just to have them slaughtered. They're going to make sure that at least some of them are going to be able to help win the battle. So the Emperor can't take shots like that. They just can't take a risk like that. So I feel like with you, Aries, this week, that there is something that you want to say. I think you're rushing in on someone to say it. I feel like right now, as we lay these cards down, you're a little bit confused about what you're going to say and who you're going to say it to. But we do have Aries energy, Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo. We do have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Pisces, and Cancer. We've got more Pisces energy here. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. And this is Gemini. We also have Virgo. So Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, Leo. I think I said that. But I feel like you're already in the throes of change. This is going to be a major eclipse for you. A lot is going to change. Your life is about to look a whole lot different than it did about a month ago. All right. Wow. Okay. There it is. Let's talk to Taurus. My bull gang, what's going on? Here we go. Taurus, there is a lot of energy in your sign right now too. You have Jupiter and Uranus in your sign. If you don't know what that means, please go find an astrologer on the platform. There are many of them that are quite good that can explain that to you. But there's also a lot of energy next to you, which is Aries, right? Aries energy is right next to yours. You're second on the zodiac list here. And behind you, and Aries is Pisces, which is where everything, I think every planet except Pluto, which is still, I think, currently in Aquarius, every other major planet is in Taurus, Pisces, and Aries. All right, here we go. This is going to be a major shift for you as well, Taurus, going into this eclipse energy here. Tell me about Taurus. What's coming up this week, please? Sneak peek for this week for Taurus. We do have the Chariot. Taurus, you could be involving yourself with a Cancer this week, or I feel like it's telling me that things are about to move quicker than they were. So if you've been in a place where you've been kind of bored, what's going on, Elsie? How come the readings keep saying something's coming but nothing's moving? I feel like this is the week that you get your masculine feminine energy in balance, and then things are going to move super quick. We do have the Page of Swords. Somebody wants to talk to you. Somebody who's been watching you wants to talk to you. Someone has been watching and learning here, watching you balance these energies online, in the neighborhood, in the local coffee house. I don't know where it is for you, but somebody is watching you. We've got the Two of Wands. They're about to make a decision about what they've seen you do, and that's why things are going to be moving a little quicker this week for you. Tell me more about Taurus, please. We do have the Three of Swords, Taurus. We have the Ten of Pentacles and the Lovers. What is this energy, Taurus? You always keep me guessing, my friend. So we do have the Ten of Pentacles and the Lovers. I'm just saying, this is a soulmate connection. This is somebody who I feel that it's a choice, okay? It feels like you have a choice to make. And the choice that you have to make is whether or not to allow someone to come back into your life. This could be someone you've dated before. It doesn't have to be. I don't see anything here in the cards indicating that this is someone from the past. However, that being said, it does feel like familiar, because you wouldn't be meeting somebody brand new and then jumping into a long-term relationship with them. The Lovers does indicate that you do have a choice, and the choice is going to be about the Ten of Pentacles. We have the Three of Swords, and that tells me for some of you, not all of you, for some of you, this is somebody that you already know, that you've already had hardship with, that you have already had your heart broken by or had disappointing moments with. This is the person that's watching you. While they're watching you, I feel like they're healing. Like it feels like you might be teaching them something, or whatever they're seeing you do is kind of helping them balance their energy as well. We have the Queen of Swords. Somebody's about to liberate themselves in the very near future energy, Taurus. Somebody's about to say something and be very honest and assertive about the way that they say it. Somebody's making a decision. Tell me about this Two of Wands here, please. Tell me about the Two of Wands. All right. Charlie said we should find out who's watching first. Let's do that. Let's find out who's watching. I feel like it could be a Cancer or a Gemini. And that doesn't mean it has to be Sun. It could be Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Jupiter, y'all. Okay, tell me about the Page of Swords. Who's watching? The Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Stars is Pentacles in this deck. It could be a Virgo. We've got more Pentacles. Could be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We've got Judgment. I think it's probably a Virgo or someone who has a Virgo placement. There's also Piscean energy here. Someone is about to make a really big decision. The Five of Pentacles tells me that this is somebody that you're not speaking with currently, somebody that you're departed from, that you have not been seeking conversation with. And we do have the Eight of Pentacles. Somebody's been working on themselves, putting the hard work in on themselves, and while they're doing that, they're watching you. You could be the one inspiring them to work on themselves, but it does look like here for some of you, this is going to be someone who's coming back. Look, if you don't want to hear about the person who's coming back, click on the X for the next 30 days, because Mercury retrograde is here, and you're going to be hearing about people coming back from the past. And I have no apologies over here. I'm reading the energies as they're coming at me. So we do have the Judgment card here. Either you're making a big decision or someone else's. And I feel like because it's been silent with the Five of Pentacles, I feel like someone else is making a decision to kind of move forward here and speak with you. It feels like it has been silent, but I feel like this person has been silent because they've been watching you, Taurus, watching and learning about you here. Okay, there comes the communication. We've got the Eight of Wands. Somebody is taking their shot here with you. Feels like somebody this week is going to take their shot with some of you, not all of you. It could be a Cancer. It doesn't have to be. We do have the Page of Pentacles. Somebody wants to begin something with you. They want to materialize it. They want to stop watching, and they want to actually make it real in the 3D. And then we do have the Hanged Man energy. They've been holding back or trying to get a bigger picture, a clearer picture of what's going on with you. And I feel like they feel that they can do that by watching you online somewhere, or maybe they have access to you through a friend, information, or something like that. The Two of Wands is here. Why is that here? We've got the 7 of Cups, which is moons. We've got the 9 of Swords and the 2 of Swords. So I feel like this person is at the crossroads. Maybe they will. Maybe they won't. The 7 of Cups tells me that somebody here is feeling very overwhelmed with emotion or very confused about what to do next. Because the 2 of Swords is here with the 9 of Swords. So there is worry because for some of you, you have blocked this person. They have no access to you currently. And maybe they live at a distance and they can't come see you. But it feels like someone feels as though either you've blocked them or they feel blocked in their dreams, like they're having nightmares, they're worrying about the situation, they're feeling overly emotional and confused. They know that they have hurt you in some respect. It was maybe disappointing or heartbreaking, but it feels like they hurt you in some sort of a long-term relationship that you may have been in. Or maybe they didn't want the long term and maybe they do now because the Lovers is here. Somebody is making a choice. Tell me what we need to know. We have the 3 of Pentacles, we have the High Priestess, and we have the Knight of Swords. Someone's rushing in to talk to you because their intuition is telling them so, and they want to start back at friendship. This is somebody with the 3 of Pentacles. They want to let you know that they are on your team, that they want to collaborate or cooperate with you. Can we go out maybe and have coffee? Can we go out and have dinner? Can we be friends again at least? Can we start there? I feel like this person wants to become your lover, and the 10 of Pentacles, which is all of it, right? Which is the long-term relationship, all the abundance. I feel like for those of you who are waiting for someone to charge in, I feel like this could possibly be the week that someone does charge in for you, my friend, and tell you exactly how they feel. Got Cancer energy here. We've got Virgo and Pisces. We've got more Pisces energy. We've got the Knight of Swords that is Gemini. We've got more Pisces energy. We've got more Gemini energy. Yep, there we go. We got the Devil on the bottom of the deck. Ooh, look, there could be a fight that breaks out with the Emperor. If that's the person who's coming to see you, there could be an argument that breaks out here because I feel like there's still fundamental differences here and it could end up in we're all gonna get in a fight, as Pink would say. So what? I'm still a rock star. I got my rock moves and I don't need you. I think that's what you're gonna say to them. All right. Here we go, Gemini. You're showing up in everybody's readings, Gemini. What's going on? You showed up in Aries reading. You showed up in Taurus's reading. What is going on with you? Okay, well, that one's throwing itself at me. Oh, we just ended Taurus's reading with the Devil. I'm just saying. And now we've got the Devil here. Why is the Devil energy here? For Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. This is your sneak peek for this week, Gemini. Tell me what is coming up for Gemini. We've got Capricorn energy here. Why is the Devil here? We've got the Ace of Wands. You have the hots for someone. That's what it looks like here. And it's confusing. The whole thing is confusing. Look at that. This is a realization that you just cannot stop obsessively thinking about the person who you are very attracted to. It feels like there's an obsessive thought pattern that you feel powerless to stop, and you are thinking about some sort of a brand new beginning with somebody here, like an exciting, passionate, new, fiery sort of beginning. With the Devil here, it makes me feel like you've got this obsessive feeling, like you can't stop thinking about this person, and it's so confusing. The Tower is here, though, and I think the Tower is here to clear some shit up. I think so. I feel like you're going to have some sort of a realization this week about this situation. Tell me more about this for Gemini. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Gemini. Got the Wheel of Fortune. What is up? What is up? The 4 of Cups. Gemini, what's going on? You are about to make some sort of really big shift. You are, I feel like, yeah, you're about to shift into something new here. That's what it feels like. We've got the 6 of Cups in the reverse. Interesting. Cups on this side, fire on this side. Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, and Leo energy. This is telling me that there's a bunch of change coming for you this week, like hard change. Like, I don't know that you're ready for this kind of change, Gemini. And it feels like you're already feeling that change. It feels like you've had a change of A change of heart. I'm just going to say it's like you can't stop thinking about somebody, and a new beginning, which is very confusing. They could be a Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo. They could be a Capricorn, maybe an Aries. But it does, with the Six of Cups in the reverse, it tells me that you're wondering, like, it's like you do know this person. You have feelings and history with them in the past, but you're wondering if this person really even cares anymore. And can you change it? Can you change this? Can you stop the obsessive thinking? And can you change this? The Six of Cups being in the reverse is like, I do have history with somebody. I feel like we're supposed to be together, or a soulmate or something like that. But it feels like, did I ever really know them? Like, it feels like, does this person still value the past? Do they still value everything that we've built up to here in this communication of heart space? We've got the Four of Cups. I want to say that you're holding back because you're confused, and there is somebody here that you feel very connected to, or that you've spent a lot of time with in the past, and you're hoping something here is going to change. Tell me about the Wheel of Fortune. What is about to change? We do have the Knight of Swords is in the reverse. Look, that's Gemini energy. It tells me that right now you're kind of staying put, but I don't think you can any longer. The Knight of Swords is like sort of standing still, wondering what I should say. I need to find the words. And it feels like you are about to change your mind about something here. We've got the Eight of Swords and the Eight of Cups. It feels like you're walking back toward a situation that you had walked away from, that you were up in your head and you were worried about how this person is going to perceive you if you decide to come back, because you're not sure how they feel about you. Tell me about the Six of Cups. It's been silent with somebody here. The Four of Cups tells me that you've not been offering anything. They've not been offering anything to you. You've not been receiving cups. You've not been giving cups. Tell me about the Six of Cups, please. We've got the Queen of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, and the Eight of Pentacles. Look at that. It's a soulmate connection. It definitely is. It is a soulmate connection, my friend, and it is somebody who is pushing forward in the same way that you are. Look, these two are even facing each other here. I do believe that probably this week, Gemini, that you have been working really hard on yourself, on your abundance, on your money, on your stability, on your 3D world. And I feel like you are about to include the Queen of Pentacles in something here, because I feel like there are two people here who are mirroring each other. I want to say that even if you're somebody who hasn't spoken to this person, if you are doing really well, I feel like your soulmate has been doing really well as well. We do have the Eight of Pentacles. I feel like you're ready to work really hard on something. So whether you are the feminine or the masculine energy here. Oh, I have the windows open, by the way, so you might hear some road noise and sirens and stuff. It's a beautiful day here. So I feel like there is a couple of soulmates here, but I want to say that you, Gemini, are unsure. You're unsure whether this is obsession or whether this is the real thing, the real solid grounded thing. I'd hesitate to say, but I think it's the real thing. We've got the Nine of Wands, we've got the Eight of Wands, and we've got the High Priestess. So you're scared to contact. It feels like you have nervousness, you're scared, you're worried it's not going to work out, your gut's telling you to do it. You are the wounded warrior, you've been hurt before, but it feels like you're going to ignore the Nine of Wands and use the Eight of Wands to contact somebody who might be a Pisces. They could be a Capricorn. I feel like you are scared to do it. You're having doubts and fears, but you can't stop thinking about this person. And that's why the Wheel of Fortune is here. I think between the High Priestess and the Wheel of Fortune energy here is something that is going to pull you out of this Nine of Swords, or the Knight of Swords in the reverse. I feel like there is going to be no way you're going to be able to sit in your seat, because you know that this person is yours. You know that they are a soulmate. Tell me what's happening in the future. Seven of Swords, Four of Pentacles. You're holding on to secrets here. Oh, look at that. You're holding on to secrets here. You don't want to get hurt. You're trying to make a decision here, and it's really hard. Again, it indicates that there's worry here. We've got 8 and 1 sword here. That's holding you back. I feel like you're up in your head. You are in a place where you're not sure what you want to say next, and that's why you're holding back. The Wheel of Fortune's got you by the by the bootstraps though, and it's gonna throw you into the future pretty soon. And whatever secrets you've been holding down here, I feel like are about to come to light. You're about to take a step forward so you can finish up what you started. That's what I want to say. Finish up what you started. You've got some regrets about not taking a step forward, about not being inspired to move. I feel like this week, though, you might be inspired to move because you've really been working on yourself. You could have earth energy. You don't have to, but I feel like you are doing well in your pentacle world, and I feel like your person's doing well in their pentacle world. We've got Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy here, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. We've got Pisces energy. Your energy is here, Gemini, Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo. I feel like somebody here has you blocked. I feel like you haven't moved forward because it's confusing, overwhelming. I feel like you've been holding back or holding on to some sort of secret. What's the secret? The secret is that you've been struggling and juggling because you just want to move forward. You want some sort of new beginning. And the truth is, I feel like you just want to get in the chariot and go. You're tired of hanging around waiting to see what's going to happen. I feel like you're taking charge of something this week. That's what it feels like with the chariot and the kings that are here. I feel like you're taking charge of something and you're going to be inspired to move forward and communicate or connect with someone that maybe you've blocked them. But I feel like it's definitely someone that you are feeling regrettable about some sort of a secret that is between you. Right. Gemini, we do have Cancer, Aries, Pisces, Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo, Virgo, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Gemini, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, and more Capricorn. All right. Cancer, this is you. Tell me about Cancer, the sneak peek for this week. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Cancer, please. Tell me about Cancer. Cancer, you're going to hear a little bit of road noise. I got the windows open. Sorry, not sorry. Here we go. Tell me about Cancer, please. Oh, okay. We've got the Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands is Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. Someone who is independent, doing their own thing. We've got the Four of Wands, and we have the Strength card. So the Queen of Wands and the Four of Wands tells me that you are holding back, possibly from the Queen of Wands. Take it as it resonates for you. The Queen of Wands is someone who could likely be a fire sign. They don't have to be. They could have fire in the chart, okay? So it doesn't have to be that they are an Aries, a Sagittarius, or a Leo. They could have it in their rising or in their moon or their Venus or Jupiter. So I feel like you're making a decision about your stability. And I think you're making a decision about your stability that may include this Queen of Wands, but you are holding back. And this 4 and 1 wand in the hand of the Queen tells me 5 wands. The reason you're holding back is because you feel like there's competition for this Queen. And I would say that probably there is. Look, this person's looking really good. They're very attractive. They get a lot of attention. This person creates a lot of excitement. People love their energy. This person is an independent thinker. They do what they want. They don't really care what anyone else says about them. And I feel like you're holding back, or there's indecision here because of the 5 wands, because you think that there's a lot of competition for this person. And I feel like Cancer, you're like, why would this person want me if there's so much competition for their energy? Tell me more about this, please. I think you want stability with the Queen of Wands. We do have the 6 of Cups. We have the 5 of Swords. So there was an argument between you, and that's why you're holding back. There were some words that were spoken here. Maybe they were spoken out of ego, but it was some sort of a disagreement or a conflict, and it led to some sort of isolation. So that tells me that you're not speaking to the Queen right now, but I feel like you want stability with the Queen because you have history with this person, and you do feel as though you've known them forever, or that you just can't get them out of your energy, that this person might be a soulmate for you here. And we do have the Knight of Wands. I feel like you want to just charge in on them here. I feel like you have a lot of love. I feel like it feels like almost like infatuation has turned into love. And that's what it feels like here. There is some sort of an infatuation, like you were attracted to this person. They're very sexy, and I think that you thought that maybe you could hit it and quit it, but I don't think that you can. I feel like you, Katy Perry is in my head. Dark Horse is the name of the song. And in that song, the guy's rapping and he talks about not being, it's like you what did he say? You played around and got addicted. So I feel like there is somebody here that maybe you had a fiery, passionate sort of relationship. Like I feel like the relationship was based on passion is what I want to say. And I feel like you didn't expect to fall in love, but I think that you now have bigger feelings than you thought you did, because I don't think that you can stop thinking about the memories you created with the Queen of Wands. And the Two of Cups tells me that you want to tell this person about your feelings and how you're feeling about them. But I feel like you're holding back because there was some sort of an argument that went down here. I feel like you do want to charge in. I feel like you, with the Knight of Wands, maybe in the past didn't give them a whole lot of stability, or they didn't give you a whole lot of stability. The Queen of Wands doesn't really care about the stability, honestly. I feel like the Queen of Wands does what she wants to do when she wants to do it. I say she because there's a woman on the card, but don't be confused because I am reading feminine or masculine energies, right? Tell me about, I feel like you're holding back because there's some sort of an argument that went down here. I feel like the Queen of Wands probably wanted to invest in you. And I feel like you gave this person nothing. Like I feel like you gave them no indication about how you felt. Sorry, just getting a card I dropped here. Wow. There it is. I feel like this person wanted to invest in you. And they saw you as the King of Swords. They saw you as someone who was dealing in the situation with them as being head over heart. That you weren't showing them any emotion. And so I feel like either you cut them out or they cut you out. But there were harsh words before anybody cut the other one out. That's what I think. There was an argument. Or somebody just said, look, if you're not going to invest in me, then I'm out. And it could have been you, it could have been them. Take it as it resonates for you. But I want to say that since this has happened, that you're feeling differently about it. It's like you have nostalgic feelings with this person, like in your home, being in your home, being in their home. It's passion. That's what it is. So it's like you guys were at each other's houses and it was quite passionate. I've got the World card here. The World card is Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo. The World card tells me that there is some sort of a major closure, I want to say, and that the door has been closed, but things aren't really as they seem. So I want to say that if you think that it's permanently closed, I want to say that the old chapter you two had together is done, but you have the ability to open a new chapter if you want to. I really do feel like with the Lovers here that you are making a choice to sort of dig into the moon energy. I feel like whatever you're scared of is there. This is Pisces and Cancer energy. I feel like whatever is there, you're kind of scared of it. And I feel like you want to close the door on being in the dark, not knowing what's going on with the Queen. I feel like you want to close the door on the moon energy, on not being sure about what's going on. I feel like that would be a really big milestone for you to stop wondering and feeling and worrying and being under the surface. It feels like there is that you're stuck in this place of memories and you want to close the door on those memories, but I don't think you can. I feel like the way you're going to close the door on those memories is by moving forward and communicating with this person or going to see them. The Knight of Wands is here. We do have the Two of Pentacles, which tells me you're juggling and struggling. I feel like you want to be out of that energy of juggling and struggling. We've got the Six of Pentacles. I feel like you dated other people. After this argument happened and y'all stopped talking, I think you dated other people and you cannot find the Queen of Wands. The Ten of Cups is here. I feel like you are going back and forth on whether you want to have something that is Ten of Cups, like bringing our children together, living in the same home. Tell me about the Queen. Yep, that's the one you're making the judgment on. Ooh, boy. What? Look at that. Look, Cancer. You're about to have some sort of really big awakening here. If you haven't had it already, it's coming. And I'm telling you, it's probably coming around the 8th, around about then. And this reading is for the week, is for this week. And, you know, Sunday is the 7th and the 8th is Monday. So I feel like you're about to have some sort of major awakening here. A major realization that you need to say something. You need to liberate yourself to the queen. You need to tell this queen something. And, you know, I feel like the world is here. The world and the wheel have been showing up in every reading so far. And that's been 4 of them so far in the zodiac. I feel like you want a commitment, or you do want to learn a lesson here. It feels like you're healing from, it could have been a Taurus that said all these things to you, or that you said to them. But I feel like this person wanted to invest in you, and you gave them the King of Swords face. Yeah. And that person felt like, well, I think I've learned something here about this King of Swords, that Cancer can be heartless. Cancer can be head over heart. Cancer can look me in the face and tell me, I'm just going to cut you out then if you don't like the way things are going. So we do have the King and the Queen of Swords. I'm going to say that if you plan on getting together with this person, that there is going to be words between you. It could end up in a fight. I'm just saying. It could end up in an argument because we're in Mercury retrograde, right? And so communication's not at its best. And we've got 2 people holding swords here. Now, I just want to say that these 2 people have their swords down. So I don't think that the intention is to argue or fight, but these 2 are going to be very honest, like brutally honest. Look, you have some sort of crazy awakening coming up here. And I feel like you should be aware of that, because I feel like it's going to make you make some sort of decision about this person that you haven't spoken with. They could be a Gemini. We do have Cancer and Pisces, Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Scorpio energy, Virgo, and Pisces, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. We've got more Leo here, and we've got Taurus on the bottom of the deck. All right. Okay, Leo, this is you. Gosh, I've got anxiety in my chest like y'all wouldn't believe. These energies, holy man. I'm telling you, I couldn't even get all of my readings completed last week. It was really tough. This energy has been crazy. Of course, all of the planets, as I was saying before, are currently in Taurus, Aries, and Pisces, and I am a Taurus and a Pisces moon. So, whew, lots of energy. Okay, Leo. Enough about me. Let's talk about you. Sneak peek for this week. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. What's coming up this week for Leo, please? Tell me what's coming up for Leo. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me what's coming up for Leo. Leo, you were stuck somewhere and you have decided you're going to move along. We have the Wheel of Fortune. Look, we are 5 for 5 now. Well, either the wheel has shown up or the world has shown up here. I think that the wheel is pushing you forward. There are some really big changes that are coming up for you, Leo, this week. And I think some of them involve this. I feel like you need to get some balance by taking off the mask and seeing the reasons why you're stuck. I feel like you're stuck somewhere and you want to move on, but I feel like you're stuck in the mind, I want to say, because the 6 and 2 is 8. 8 swords is about a place that you imprison yourself in your mind. We have Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo energy here. And I want to say that the Wheel of Fortune is here and things are about to change. You're about to change your mind about something here, and it's going to allow you to move forward. Tell me more about Leo, please. We've got the 4 of Swords. You are up in your head, my friend. Whoo, are you ever? You are struggling, juggling. You're up in your head. It feels like you are dealing with some sort of a mental block that you're trying to get out of. I feel like you're trying to heal from the mental block. We've got 6 and 4 is 10. It's the end of the cycle. I feel like you're going to be successful, but I feel like it's a painful cycle you've been in here. Now, Temperance is here. The moment of alchemy is about to hit you. I don't know where it's going to hit you, but it's about to maybe put its foot in front of you and push you down. It feels like with Temperance here and the Wheel of Fortune that a moment of alchemy and a moment of change, you're going to change your mind. I feel like the wheel is here as your mercy, that you're going to be unstuck. You're going to be able to move forward here, that you're going to be able to move ahead. Tell me what's going on with the wheel for Leo, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. You, my friend, want to go on some sort of a new path. It's like a new day. The Wheel of Fortune is here because it's fated changes. This is something you can't avoid. These are coming at you, and whether you deal with them while you're still stuck in your head in swords or not, the Wheel of Fortune is coming to bring you something that is really valuable. And that's why I think you really just need to take this mask off here, or this thing that you have over your eyes. You need to see something for what it really is. I feel like the Wheel of Fortune is going to show you where you should invest your time, your money, and your 3D life in next by taking some sort of a leap of faith to do something. This, for some of you, might be that you're taking a leap of faith into something that is like a business. You might be beginning a business or buying into a business possibly, but it does feel like you are taking this leap of faith into some sort of an investment here. And then we have the Seven of Swords, and you've been keeping it silent. It's a secret. This leap of faith you're about to take is maybe something you don't even know. But I feel like if it is something that you know what I'm talking about, it feels like you've been keeping this a secret, that you're about to take a leap of faith and invest in someone, something, a situation, a business, a person. Take it as it resonates for you. We have the Two of Wands, we have the Three of Pentacles, and the Page of Swords. You've been watching someone here. I feel like you've been watching someone who possibly is currently a friend. The Three of Coins tells me that you've been watching someone work. So I don't know if that means that they work at the local coffee shop, at the grocery store you go to all the time, or you're watching them online. But I feel like you have been observing and learning how someone works. The Two of Wands is about being at the crossroads. You're about to, at this crossroads energy, you're about to take a path. You're about to unlock the Ace of Pentacles, which changes your life. And if it's not enough that we have the Wheel of Fortune here, the Ace of Pentacles is here. So for some of you, if this is not relationship related, you're about to get some sort of an opportunity that's going to change your life. And you are supposed to take a leap of faith. Now, when the Fool comes up in the upright, it's an educated leap of faith. And here is the student. So please make sure that you educate yourself on it before you take any crazy risks. It feels like there is something coming up here that somebody here is going to want you to invest in something here. So what is the cycle that's closing? The cycle that's closing is arguments and fighting. We've got the Death card in the reverse. I feel like you've been fighting this transition for a really long time. You've been fighting the transition of getting out of your head, getting into the world, making some sort of an investment. We do have the Five of Wands, so you've been fighting internally, I feel. And we've got the Death card in the reverse, which tells me you're resisting change. You're resisting changing your mind, because we've got the Five of Swords here, and we've got all these swords over here. So you have been fighting against the universe to change your mind on something, and the universe is going to win. I'm telling you, you can't fight the universe, especially when the majors come up. You can't fight the universe, Leo. I know you're tough. I don't know if you've been over to the community board, but I was just talking about who I would pick to be on my team in a zombie apocalypse, and you were on that list. For me, it's all the fixed signs: Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo, because you're a badass. You're tough, right? And I feel like you're going to need to show the world how tough you are, because things are about to change. It is a moment of alchemy, and it's a moment of alchemy that things do change. You're going to be busting out of this Two of Wands here. Tell me about the Two of Pentacles. Your life is really busy right now, but I think you're going to take time to send somebody a message. I feel like you're taking control of the situation in order to get some balance or some karmic justice here. And we do have the Page of Cups, which tells me it surprises even you, Leo. It is a surprise, but it also is a message, a messenger. The page has been dispatched, and I feel like you're about to send a message to somebody, a very sweet and kind message, someone that you haven't spoken with in a little bit here. Maybe Yeah. Here, I think it's like we're talking about maybe a couple of weeks or a month, like you haven't spoken with this person in a little bit. I feel like you're taking charge of the situation. I feel like you're the emperor. Like the emperor is all of the fixed signs as well. It's all the king's energy, the masculine energy. And so I feel like you're about to stand up and be seen as the emperor, give some stability, but you're about to conquer something. And I feel like you're doing it so you can get some sort of balance or some sort of truth that's about to come out. You're going to be very honest with somebody. With all of these swords here, there's no way that you won't be, for sure. All right, we've got Pisces at the bottom of the deck. We've got the High Priestess, which tells me that you're either going toward the High Priestess or you are the High Priestess. I feel like something has ended with the High Priestess. That maybe this is someone that you aren't really speaking with. The High Priestess is Pisces. This is someone who's probably psychic, a card reader, a medium, somebody who is a seer, right? Someone who sees you coming, if that's what you're doing. But it feels like they see you approaching. And we've got the Ten of Swords under here. All right, we've got Aquarius, we've got Aries, we've got Scorpio, Libra, Aries again. We've got Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo. We've got Sagittarius energy and all of these swords, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. All right. Virgo, this is you. I have a feeling that the sneak peek is going to be longer than some of the other ones. Oh boy, there's lots of energy here. Tell me about Virgo, please. Sneak peek for this week for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Virgo, I will be here with your weekly read for the week ahead just after I do this sneak peek here. Your reading will probably come up before the sneak peek does, but here we go. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. What's coming up this week for Virgo, please? We've got the Two of Wands. You're about to make some sort of a decision here, Virgo. You're at the Two of Wands here where you're deciding what path you're going to take. It's a decision you need to make about really what does make you feel passionate. You're about to enter some sort of a new passionate path here. We do have the Five of Wands, but you are dragging your heels. Why is that? There's indecision here. It feels like you've got these boundaries or you're holding your ground against something here. What's going on here, Virgo? We do have the Princess of Swords, who is the Page. So it feels like here that you either want to speak with someone or you've been watching someone. And you're about to take action here towards someone that you've been watching possibly. Tell me more. Or something, right? I mean, this could be that you've been watching the stock market and now you know that it's the best time to invest or something like that. But it feels like there is a new path that you're taking here and you've been watching, learning about something here. We do have the Ten of Cups. We have the Ace of Cups in the reverse. And we have the Ten of Swords. Very interesting. Ends of cycles here. The Ace of Cups. I feel like you are wondering if it feels like the object of your affection, I want to say, because the Ten of Cups is here and the Ace of Cups is in the reverse. You're trying to find out by watching somebody, Virgo, if they are in a relationship or not. You're about to make some sort of a decision, a passionate decision to move forward. But with the Five of Wands here, it tells me that you're kind of holding back, that you're in indecision because you think that there's competition for someone here. While all the while that you want to race in on them and show them your passion. The Ace of Cups being in the reverse tells me that the reason you're holding back is because you don't know if they are ready or if they want to accept your cup. And I think that you think that there's competition for this person's love, and that's why you haven't done anything. I think you will, though. Yeah, Four of Wands. I feel like we've got, again, Five Wands, right? With the King of Wands and the Four of Wands, that's five. But I feel like you are about to step forward here. You are about to be inspired enough to step forward here, to race in on the horse. That's what it feels like. Because I feel like there is You want stability, but you see somebody here as someone who is stability mixed with passion, mixed with fun. That's what it feels like here. Tell me why the Ace of Cups is in the reverse. We've got the Chariot, we've got Justice, and we have the Prince of Cups. And the Prince of Cups is the Knight. So we do have the Knight of Cups. You do have romantic feelings for possibly a Libra or a Cancer. But it does feel like you two are distant from each other, or there is distance. I feel like the reason that there is distance is because somebody, whether it's you or them, had to get their crap together. Like it feels like with these two horses here, right? We have the light and the dark horse, that somebody had to get themselves together and get into the chariot and go race toward the finish line or the victory. But it feels like you're holding back here. I think it's you. We have the Justice card here, which is Libra, and then we have the Knight of Cups. So I feel like there is a really balanced love here that you want to race toward here. But again, you're not sure if the Ace of Cups is viable or not. We've got the Seven of Wands. We've got the Nine of Cups. And the Strength card. So you've been holding back from your own wish fulfillment because you're stubborn. That's what it feels like here. The Seven of Wands tells me that you're holding your ground, or you've got these really tight boundaries. It feels like you're holding your ground. And it feels like you're holding your ground against the Ten of Cups. Maybe you're not interested in getting into a full-blown love relationship right now. Maybe that's not what you want to do. I do feel, though, that you did have something with somebody here. The person that we're talking about could be a Libra or a Cancer. They don't have to be. We do have Strength. They could be Leo. I feel like you're holding back from your wish fulfillment because you're stubborn, or you've got these really tough boundaries here that are between you and the Ten of Cups. So if you want the Ten of Cups, you're going to have to lower those boundaries just a little bit, and be willing to step forward into the Ten of Cups if that's what you want. We've got the Ten of Swords here. There is something painful that went on between you and this person, and there was an ending. Tell me what's going on here with the Ten of Swords. I've got the Five of Pentacles, the Magician. How do I get into this person's life is what you want to know. So with this energy of the Ten of Swords, there has been an ending between you and the person that I'm speaking of. The Five of Pentacles tells me that, you know, this conversation just fell into silence. We're not talking anymore. I feel the Magician is telling me, what magic do you need in order to open up the conversation again? And I say it's not as dramatic as that. That I feel like you have the Five of Cups energy here, which is regret, and that should be enough to push you forward. I feel like with the Prince of Cups here, or the Knight of Cups, that you do want to go visit someone or speak to them in sort of a balanced way about romance. Can we start this thing up with romance again? I feel like you two were probably headed toward the Ten of Cups, or maybe in the Ten of Cups, but I feel like what ended it here was somebody stood their ground on something. Now, I don't know if that's you or them. Take it as it resonates. And now that we're not talking, somebody is like, I don't really know if I can do this or not. Tell me about the Page of Swords. Got the Lovers. Got the Eight of Cups. And we have the Queen of Pentacles. So I feel like, I feel like you need to make a choice. Yeah, a choice in love. And the Eight of Cups tells me that the person that you want is someone who is distant, emotionally distant from you because of the Eight of Cups, that somebody pulled their emotion out of this whole thing here. Could have been the Queen of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This person, I feel if it is the Queen of Pentacles, that they've gone into the future. They're doing their own thing. This is Capricorn energy, but also Taurus and Virgo energy. This is someone who's gone on with their life. I feel like pointing into the future that this person withdrew from you or walked away, and they are carrying on with what they're doing here. I feel like you still choose them, though, I want to say. That you still choose them, and I think that you do watch them online. All right. First hand that did not have the Wheel of Fortune. Very interesting. So we do have Aries, who is the Magician. I want to say you have all the tools, my friend. That, you know, the reason why we don't usually go forward and talk to someone is because we don't want to be told no. And if you're scared of being told no, then I don't think you're going to go forward. But if you're not scared, you will find the magic. You do have all the aces in hand, and you can do what you want, even though it's been silent. We do have Leo energy here. We do have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. We have Pisces energy. We have the Lovers, that is Gemini. We've got Libra, Cancer, yeah, and some fire signs. So Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo. All right. Libra, this is you. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Let's talk about Libra for this week. Tell me about Libra. Tell me about Libra, please. We've got the World card. Libra, you have some unfinished business with somebody here. It feels like you're holding your foot in the door, or you don't quite want to close a chapter just yet, or maybe you can't. Tell me more about the World card, please. We have the Justice card. There you are. Yeah, it's definitely you. You are the one who's either holding open the door or just can't seem to let go of something. Can't seem to close the door on this. It might be a friendship, like a special friendship, or yeah, I would say that's what it is. It's probably it could be an opportunity as well, an opportunity to be on someone's team. Someone might be inviting you in the Pentacle world to get into a new friend group or be on a team. This could be sports, it could be corporate, it could be something in the Pentacle world. It could have to do with work, but we do have the Three of Pentacles. There's a group of people here who I feel are just like you, or who are like-minded here, that they are, we have the Three of Pentacles. It's like a group that has gained stability by being on each other's team and helping each other out. The Three of Pentacles is a partnership, right? So it could be a partnership in business. It could be in friendship. But I feel like this World card here tells me, for some of you, yeah, you could be trying to find balance after not being able to close the door on some sort of partnership. Tell me more. We do have the Four of Pentacles. Because there's silence here. We are shut off and shut down. We're not talking to each other, but I think you want that to change. Now, if this is a new group of friends for you, I feel like somebody here might have some advice for you if you can't close this door here. We do have the King of Cups. Okay, so it seems like there is somebody possibly in this group, maybe. If it's not a partnership or a friendship, I feel like it's a group of people that it feels like you might have some feelings for someone who's in that group, and you're not willing to close the door on something here. You have unfinished business in a partnership. The Four of Pentacles tells me that you're kind of shut off and shut down, that you really haven't said anything, you haven't been vulnerable, and I feel like you give whoever it is the poker face. I want to say that they don't know how you feel because you've never really said how you feel, or never really showed them how you feel. We do have the King of Wands at the bottom of the deck, the Seven of Wands here. What you are not telling people is I feel like you're feeling inspired to reach out to this person. Ace of Swords is here. Tell me why the door is still open. Why do we have this unfinished business for Libra, please? If you're trying to close the door on something, I feel like you will benefit from this eclipse energy that's coming up, because it is a powerful time to begin new things, to put other things behind you so you can begin new things. We do have the Two of Pentacles. We have the Emperor. And the Three of Cups in the reverse. It's no fun anymore. There's no celebration. I want to say that if you want this thing to come together, if you want to close the door, that you're going to have to be the person who steps forward. The Emperor shows up. You're going to have to be the one who takes charge, who goes in with a stable mind and a stable heart. I feel like you need to learn about the situation. I'm just looking at this here. It's like a branch that's growing from above his top lip, and it's like this is knowledge here, and it feels like you need to expand your knowledge about the situation before you go in. I don't know exactly what that means, but it feels like you're the one who's going to have to take charge of the situation. Whoever this person is that you want to close this door with or close this chapter with is not the person that's coming forward. They're not going to step forward. They could be Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. They could be Libra like you. They could be Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo. Could be Aries. We do have the Three of Cups in the reverse, and so it tells me that there's been no celebration We haven't seen each other. It's not been a happy situation. It's actually been quite hard. I feel like somebody in this group, if this is a group of friends, they're going to tell you to speak to someone. I feel like you want to speak what's on your heart, and somebody in this group here might give you advice on how to do that. The Devil is here, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Knight of Cups. So it feels like you're holding back, or you've been waiting to share your feelings with someone, some romantic feelings here. I feel like it's an obsessive thing for you, that you're obsessively thinking about how you're going to say this. What am I going to say? There might be someone in this Three of Pentacles here who might be able to help you with the words if you don't have the words. Why is the King of Cups here, please? You're holding yourself back from the deepest possible love you could ever experience by not stepping forward. So, I mean, what's the worst they can say? No. I mean, you know, as 2 and 3 and 4-year-olds, we get told no all the time. I'm like, just take it. Just take the no. But I feel like it's going to be able to close this chapter, because I feel like it's almost a painful chapter that still remains open but is not active. And I feel like it's something you're going to have to take charge of in order to close it, which means you're going to have to go and speak to someone about your feelings, the obsessive feelings you've been having while you've been away from this person or not speaking with them. Things have been growing in the background. Your feelings have been growing. But I feel like the intuition with the High Priestess here with the Strength card is telling me that you've been holding back. Your intuition is telling you to go, but you've been holding back. I feel like you have some deep feelings for somebody here, like really deep, but because you don't know what's going to happen, you can't see the outcome. It feels like you don't want to step forward. You're waiting for them to come to you. And honestly, the Emperor is in charge. The Emperor is the one who steps forward. So I feel like if you step forward, that you're going to get an answer. I don't know if your answer is yes or no, but I do know that this has been painful. You can't stop thinking about it. And I almost feel like it's almost hurting your mind, I want to say, because the Devil is here with the Knight of Swords here. I feel like it's almost it's painful to think about after a while, after a long while, that there's been silence here, or, you know, there's been a lull, or you've been waiting to show somebody your feelings or tell somebody your feelings. And I mean, what's the worst that's going to happen, my friend? You're only going to get a no. And, you know, at least you know, then you can close the door on what's going on here. We've got Aries, we've got Libra, we've got Capricorn, Gemini, we've got Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo, we've got Pisces energy, Leo energy, and Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer energy. It does feel sort of cut and dry like that. Like it feels like it gave me a really clear like once over of what's going on. And I feel like you're going to remain in the pain in the mind and the obsessive thought process if you don't close the chapter. And it's up to you to close the chapter. The other person is not ever coming forward to do it. I feel like they feel like it's up to you. You might be the masculine. All right. You know what? I just need a drink. No, it's water. It's not vodka. All right, Scorpio. You always remind me to drink my water. Here we go. Pardon me. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. What is coming up in this sneak peek for your week, Scorpio? Tell me about Scorpio, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. What's coming up this week for Scorpio? Tell me what's coming up for Scorpio. Okay, you know what? This doesn't usually happen, but Charlie just gave me a picture of somebody opening a door. Now look, I'm looking at the floor. Okay, so I see a man's pants and shoes. I see a woman in a dress and high heels, and there is a threshold between them. She opens the door, and they're standing and looking at each other. So it almost feels like somebody's going to visit someone, or we're going to cross the threshold into something here. All right. We've got the 10 of Cups. Why is the 10 of Cups here for Scorpio, please? We've got the 5 of Cups. You feel like you've let something go, or you've let something pass through your fingers here. That I feel that you are looking into the past, feeling regretful, feeling sad about not having the 10 of Cups. I want to say your back is to the 10 of Cups. Your back is also to the 2 Cups. That if you think that there is no love left here, I think that you're wrong. I feel like you're looking in the wrong direction, to be honest. Tell me more. We have the 10 of Swords. We came to the end of cycles, and that's why you're sad here. So we have the 10 of Cups, and when the 10 of Cups is here, that's, you know, that's when we're in a relationship, we always go through these cycles, right? We get to the 10 and then we renew it with the 1, and then we go to the 10 and renew it with the 1. We're always renewing the love, right? But this is the end of the cycle. There's also a 10 of Swords here, and it feels like there was some sort of a happy situation, maybe a relationship that you were in that maybe had come to an end, and a painful end at that. I feel like you were released from some sort of a, yeah, it feels like a long-term relationship. It feels like it did include partnership and children, and it feels like something has come to a painful end here, and it feels like you feel that you let it go. You're regretful in some respect, that the party's over, it's no more fun. We do have the Magician. You're wondering if it can come back together if you decide to move forward here. We do have the 8 of Swords. I got my windows open here. It's a beautiful day here, so you're going to hear road noise, possibly sirens. All right. So we do have the 8 of Swords. Very interesting energy with the Magician and the King of Wands, because I feel as though you do want to, like, you're feeling inspired to step forward out of this 10 of Swords energy. I feel like you wonder if this can come back together, or the Magician is here because whatever is above, so below. So it feels like a manifestation that you want, and you feel like you can't have it because it hasn't shown up yet. And I say to you, just because it hasn't shown up yet, it doesn't mean it's not yours. It just means that we're waiting for divine timing. So we do have Aries energy here, and it feels like you're obsessively thinking about the manifestation. Where is my manifestation? I want to step forward. I'm in pain. I want to get out of this pain. Tell me more about this. What ended, please? Tell me about the 10 of Swords. You're stuck in your head here. You've got yourself stuck in your mind. And so the reason that you're not stepping forward is because you're stuck in the mind here. Tell me about the 10 of Swords. So we have the 3 of Cups, we have the Devil in reverse, and we do have the 2 of Wands. So it does feel like there is a decision that has to be made here, and it feels like you need to release something. I think what you need to release is the 3 of Cups. I want to say to you that I know that you're trying to manifest them back, or it feels like you're wondering where it is because you've been manifesting it for a really long time, it feels like. I'm saying really long because it does feel like you've been, you know, that you've already gone to the 10 Cups. You've already gone to the 10 Swords. I want to say there's cycles that are ending here. So it feels like what's ending is the 3 of Cups. There's no reunion. It's not fun anymore. The end of the happiness. The Devil here, you've released it, or you have to release it. And then we have the 2 of Wands, and you need to pick another door. I feel like you're stuck here. This is where you're stuck. It's like you can't move forward and pick this new path because you're still stuck in your mind about this thing that didn't work out. Now you're ready here is the King of Wands. You're ready here to step forward with inspiration. You know, when you feel inspired, you will do that. I just don't feel like you're feeling inspired right now because you're enduring some sort of an ending that you wished would reactivate itself, but I don't know that it will. Tell me about this Magician, please, here. Tell me about the Magician. It's almost like you're manifesting putting this all back together, going from the 5 of Cups to the 10 of Cups. We've got the Queen of Cups, we've got the 9 of Swords, and the 7 of Cups. So yeah, it does feel like you're trying to pull it back together again. 2 cups here, 5 here, right? 5 is here. So it feels like here that you're worried that this thing is never going to find you, that your wish fulfillment is never going to find you. I think what you are manifesting is love. You're manifesting the Queen of Cups, and you're manifesting happiness, the Ten of Cups. So the Queen of Cups is Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer energy. And I feel like you're worried about making a choice about the Two Cups because you don't want to be in the Five Cups. So I feel like you're holding back your own happiness. That's what it feels like. You're so scared of things not working and getting hurt because you've had pain like this before that you are wanting to move forward with your manifestation, but you're stuck here. So this tells me that you want it, but you don't feel like you're worthy of it. That you need to go get it if that's what you want. If you want it, you need to go get it. But I know that you need to feel inspired to go get it first. Tell me why you're in the Eight of Swords. You know, we can manifest what we want all day long. And please remember that you are manifesting whatever you are and not what you want. Tell me about the Eight of Swords. Because it feels like right now you're kind of up in your head, like it's like you're stuck in this place here. We've got the Five of Pentacles, the Four of Swords, and the Emperor. So you're feeling disconnected. You're feeling disconnected from the self and from the mind. I feel like you do need to heal. You need to heal that. Look, I feel like you need to take charge of your own mental health first of all. I don't know that you're ready for some sort of a relationship here. Like, I feel like you want it. I feel like you're manifesting it. I feel like you want love. But on the other hand, you're saying, yeah, I want love, but it's just going to hurt me. So why am I going to bother? This is my past here. It feels like you always get disappointed or hurt when it comes to a love relationship. And although you're trying to manifest another love relationship, I think that, yeah, you're holding back on your wish fulfillment. That's what this is saying. There is a queen who's ready for their king, but I feel like you're in indecision. And if you want it, you got to go get it, because this queen is not, this queen is going to do what they're going to do. This queen is not coming after you. That's not the pursuer. The pursuer is the Emperor and the King of Wands. So first you need to feel inspired to step into the shoes of the Emperor, stability, conquering, going to get what you want. And, I feel like you first need to heal, though. That's what it feels like. It feels like you first need to heal. And so I don't even know if the Ten of Cups and the Ten of Swords are related. It feels like there is something that came to an end and you have to release it. And until you release that, it's blocking whatever is coming forward here. You're blocking it here. See, you're living in the Five of Swords, even though the Sun and the Knight of Swords is here. Even though you've got, a clear indication that, like, the universe is trying to give you clear indications that it's okay, that the Sun is here. You'll be able to see everything. You'll be able to, you won't be making any mistakes that will take you to a place of having to live in the Ten of Swords again. I feel like first you need to get straight what you're going to say. Because the Sun is here with the Knight of Swords. And the Knight of Swords is the one that races in, right? This is the brave one, the courageous one, the one who's just going to blurt it out and let everyone else sort it out. And you don't want to get in a fight because it's Mercury retrograde. So I feel like you need to be really clear on what you're going to say and take the path you're going to take. But you need to step up if you want your manifestation, because love is here. But I feel like you're worrying about it. I feel like you're lost in thought. And so if you want it, you need to stand up and take it, or go get it, or ask for it at least. Because I feel like there is a soulmate waiting for you, but you're kind of fixated on the Ten of Swords. Or maybe it's just me. But we do have the Ace of Pentacles and the Moon. This is what's waiting for you. This is what you don't see. What you don't see, what isn't as it seems, is that this is waiting for you. It's something that's going to change your life here. So, and, I feel like this here, we've got this, it looks like a crystal ball or something here, but there's the world here. And it feels like your whole world is waiting for you, is what I want to say. That's what Charlie just said. Your whole world is waiting for you. Something is going to change, and it's going to change in a really big way. But first, you need to be the one who's going to step forward and go get it. I hope any of that made sense. So we have we have Aries, who is the Emperor. We have Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. We have Gemini, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius as well. We've got Aquarius energy. We've got Capricorn. We've got more Leo energy, more Aries energy. All right. Sagittarius, here we are. Let's talk about you, Sag. This is your sneak peek for this week, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about the sneak peek for this week for Sagittarius. Tell me about the sneak peek for this week, Sagittarius. My Saggy friends, I am a Sag rising. You're my troop. Here we go. Let's talk about it. Somebody is in the chariot, my friend. Something is going to be moving quickly. Got Cancer energy. Possibly a Cancer coming at you. We've got the Six of Cups. And we have the Four of Wands. Yes, look. I feel like you could be dealing with a Cancer. It doesn't have to be. The Chariot's here. But I want to say what's moving quickly here, as I feel like there is a soulmate coming in. Whether they're new or someone that you already know, I feel like somebody has the next phase on their mind. Or maybe you are buying a house. Maybe you're charging toward the victory of buying a house. Maybe with the thought of a soulmate in mind here. Maybe it's a... Oh, yeah, that's true. For some of you, I'm just saying, yeah, that's true, because Charlie just said for some of you, you might be buying the family home or taking over the family home or, you know, a homestead or something like that, because you have memories here. And we do have the Four of Wands, so it could be memories about home. But we do have the Chariot here. Yeah, let's do this first. We have the Four of Wands and the Four of Cups. Sorry, not the Four of Wands, but the Seven of Wands, the Four of Cups, and the Page of Pentacles. I've got the 10 Cups right here. But I feel like right now, it's like the center of the reading as I drop these, like it feels like you've got these boundaries and it feels like you're waiting behind the boundaries for someone else to come get you. I feel like that person's coming to get you. I want to say, Sag, I feel like that person's coming to get you. I want to say if you're the person who has had the strong boundaries, the tight boundaries, and you have turned your back on somebody who wasn't sure about you and you have a lot of history with that person, I feel like this person is getting in the Chariot and coming to you. I feel like someone is charging toward you now. It could be someone, if they are not in your vicinity and can't get to you by car, you know, all of that stuff. And I'm not reading a personal reading. This is not a personal reading. I'm reading general energies. And the general energy is that somebody is racing toward you here. It's the fastest moving energy in the deck. So whether that is a text comes in or an email comes in or someone shows up at your door, or I feel like you're going to have some contact because the Page of Pentacles is here. Now, I want to say the reason you're going to get some contact is because you've been minding your business in your own damn house, doing your own damn thing. That's what it feels like. You've got these boundaries up tight here and you are, bored, I feel, sitting in these boundaries, but you're like, no, I will die on that hill. There's no damn way that I am going to call that person first because they are the ones that are supposed to come to me. Now, I don't know why you're saying that, but that's what I feel. I feel like you do want happiness. This could be a Cancer that you do want happiness with. It doesn't have to be. But whoever is coming forward, I feel like you do want the 10 Cups. You do have memories with this person. Tell me about the Chariot, please. Who's in the Chariot? Tell me about the Chariot. It could be a Cancer. We do have the King of Cups. It could be a Scorpio or a Pisces as well. We do have the 10 of Wands. Ah, understood. Yes. Look, I feel like something ended between you and another person because they wouldn't show you their feelings. They wouldn't show you their feelings because that's who the King of Cups is. The person who is like deep and lovely and kind and always coming to the rescue and protective. This is the masculine leaning energy, but it's also feminine energy because we all people, plants, and animals, we all have both energies. It feels like with the King of Cups here that somebody wouldn't show their feelings on the surface or show you exactly how they felt, and it became burdensome. I feel like with the 2 Wands here that you're like, you know what, then I'm just going to cut out because I can't force you to show me how you feel. makes me feel like it is a water sign, or a Cancer, particularly. Cancer or Scorpio. I mean, Pisces maybe, but Pisces is usually the one that's just going to say it all, right? Blah. Just going to say all their feelings, right? We do have the Fool. The Fool energy here, and that is a leap of faith. So I feel like somebody's going to want you, Sagittarius, to take a leap of faith into love with them, because I feel like this separation has been quite burdensome. And it's because you have put up your boundaries, my friend, and you haven't chased them or texted them or called them or bugged them. I feel like you're basically, you've got stability in your feelings, stability in your home. And I think that you are waiting for this person to come offer whatever they're going to offer, but you're not doing anything. You're not going there. For sure not. And I think it kind of hurts you, I want to say, because you do have a lot of memories and nostalgia with this person. And so you're sitting here waiting behind these boundaries. Tell me about these boundaries here. The boundaries could be within your home. Like, you're like, you need to come to me. You need to come to my house and tell me what you're doing, or I'm just going to ignore you. We do have the Three of Swords. There it is. It's because somebody disappointed you. They disappointed you or broke your heart here. And that's why you have these boundaries. There is Judgment in the reverse, which tells me a couple of things. For some of you, there's no reconciliation. For others of you, someone misjudged the situation, and that's why they didn't show their feelings. Maybe they thought they were showing their feelings, and they really weren't. We do have the Five of Swords. So I feel like you didn't just shut off or shut down. You didn't just block them and go away. You didn't. It went out with you saying some words here. I feel like there was some conflict or disagreement between you, and I feel like somebody misjudged you here, Sagittarius. They really misjudged you. And what I mean by that is they thought that you would just take it. They thought that this was just going to carry on. They didn't have to show their feelings. You would just sort of understand in some telepathic way that they had feelings for you. And you're like, no, you can't do this to me. Nope. It's disappointing. And you've misjudged, you've misjudged me. You've misjudged me. When I say that, I don't think this person expected that you would put up these boundaries and stop talking after this argument. I think they misjudged you. I feel like they thought Sagittarius is just a pushover. I'm just going to let Sag have their time, be by themselves, and then we'll talk again. And you never called back. Tell me about the Page of Pentacles, please. There is something here that is about to materialize. Somebody wants to give you a small gift. They might show up with a trinket. They might take you out for coffee. It's something small, maybe a car ride, but somebody does want to see you. They want to make this materialize in the 3D world, right? No longer in the 5D. We're not thinking or dreaming. We're actually going to take action on it here. We've got Justice. We've got the Seven of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. So I want to say that this person, I really want to say that these boundaries have really worked for you, because you taught this person how to treat you, right? We teach people how to treat us all the time, Sag, and you taught this person that you've got boundaries. And the boundary is, if you don't show me your feelings and you're going to make me carry around this energy of, I don't know how you feel, then I'm out. I'm done. And so I feel like you told this person that, and they misjudged you. They thought you were going to hang around no matter how they treated you. And you're like, nah, brah, you can't do that to me. So we do have Libra energy here. You do need karmic justice here. I feel like the truth is about to come out in the 3D. Somebody wants to speak with you face to face, and the truth is about to come out, and things are about to come into balance here. It is really overwhelming. It's probably going to be an overwhelming meeting, a confusing conversation. This person's confused about their feelings, and they might want to speak to you about it. Then we do have the Ace of Pentacles. Somebody does want to invest. We have two pentacles here, which tells me someone's kind of going back and forth. They're kind of in a struggle about how to say it to you. They're confused about how to tell the truth or how to get balance with you. That's what it feels like here. We've got wish fulfillment, the Star, and the Nine of Pentacles. So you're doing fine by yourself. You don't really... Your wish fulfillments are coming in, and you're building things. I feel like you're confident, you're doing good, you look good, your pentacle world is fine. It's like you're waiting for the one pentacle, right? You're waiting for this one pentacle. I just saw the Nine of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck, and 1 and 9 is 10. That's the long-term relationship. So what happens here, please? I feel like if you want it, manifest it, but hold it close to the chest. I feel like you've been holding on to your wish fulfillment, and I want to say that you're happy and single right now, but it feels like you need to hold on or hold down the Nine of Cups and wait for it to manifest. I feel like you're in the right position of holding your ground here and waiting for someone else to catch up with you. I feel like this person is going to offer you something here. Because I feel like with Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer here and the Fool, it feels like someone's going to ask you to take a leap of faith, and they're coming in because they want to drop their burdens. They don't want to carry this around anymore. They need to let you know how they feel and that they want to begin again. I don't think that they expected that you were going to get all hardcore like that. I feel that they expected, Sag, she always lets me in, or he always lets me in. I don't think they expected you to hold the boundaries. So we do have, we have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn here. We have Libra, Aries. We have more Aries. We have Virgo and Pisces. We have Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. We've got a lot of fire, which is Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. And we have Cancer. Alrighty then. You waited them out. Bravo for you. All right, Capricorn, this is you. Tell me about Capricorn. Sneak peek for this week, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Capricorn. The sneak peek for this week for Capricorn. Tell me about Capricorn, please. What's going on with Capricorn this week? Tell me about Capricorn. We do have the Six of Cups. Why is that? We have some memories here that you're going over, Capricorn. Memories of what? Memories of something that ended and how it ended. The Page of Pentacles is a new beginning. It's a new beginning or communication. Look, I'm just going to say it right now, Capricorn. Auntie Elsie is here to tell you, we're in Mercury retrograde. If you're thinking about reaching out to an ex, just remember, we're in Mercury retrograde, and maybe you might want to wait until May before you do that. I'm just going to say, if you're thinking about reaching out to someone that you're feeling nostalgic about, that you had an ending with, just know that that's probably Mercury retrograde wanting you to reach out, or them to reach out to you. We do have the Six of Swords. Look, you've moved on since this thing. You've moved on and you've gotten balance since that thing ended. And I feel like this week you're kind of plagued with memories about it, I want to say. We do have the Hanged Man energy. Yeah, you're stuck. I feel like this week you're kind of stuck on these memories of the past. I feel like something did end, and when I say in the past, it's yesterday or before that. Something ended in the past here, and it feels like you just moved on from it. The Six of Swords tells me that it was too chaotic, so you cut yourself away from the chaos and moved toward the calm. And with Justice here, I feel like you did get balance. I feel like it really balanced you, but it feels like you're stuck in the memories this week. That's what it feels like. And the Page of Pentacles is telling me that you want to reach out to this person. Tell me why you're stuck in these memories here. Ooh, the Magician tells me. Do you want to manifest this person back? Is that what you're doing? We have the Empress. And we have the Seven of Pentacles. Your person could be Taurus, Libra, Virgo, Aries, Pisces possibly, or Scorpio. So what I want to say is you are the Empress, right? Because you are Capricorn. Capricorn is the Queen of Pentacles, and the Queen of Pentacles is acting as though she already has it. And so you are the Empress. So you've reached the place where you are the Empress. And now you have these manifestation powers that you know that you have. Whatever you say or whatever you do is going to show up for you. And I feel like it's been a long while since you spoke to this person that you had an ending with. And since you moved on and got your balance. But I feel like that you are wanting to reach out to someone here. Tell me about the Page of Pentacles. It's like you want to put energy into something here. We have the Wheel of Fortune. Look at that. So you're having there's a lot of changes going on in your 3D world right now. I feel like you're balancing some things. I feel like you're closing doors on some things. You're leaving some places. We've got the Page of Swords and the Nine of Wands. So, oh, I'm hearing the geese. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but I'm hearing the geese. It's kind of cool. I love to hear the Canada geese. It reminds me of home. Okay, so we do have the Wheel of Fortune. So Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo. We have Aquarius here with the Page of Swords, and we have the Nine of Wands. There is somebody here that you've been watching online, possibly in the neighborhood at a coffee place. Maybe they work at a grocery store. Take it as it resonates for you. But it feels like there is somebody who is learning something about the Nine of Wands. Careful. I feel like it's almost as if you're feeling bad about the wounded warrior. That this person, I feel badly for the way I ended it. I feel badly for the way I moved on because this person is really hurt. You know, everybody always hurts them. They've been hurt in their entire life. And it feels like you check in on this person once in a while online, possibly. I want to say that there's been so many changes in your pentacle world that it almost feels like you're sort of reaching out to a default, or you're feeling like you want to get some ground or get sturdy and stable in your pentacle world. And so this person, the memories you have with them reminds you of stabler times when you had more stability. I feel like you are learning what it means to be the wounded warrior, that you're learning about what it means to have to carry these hardships around. It feels almost like you're gaining a different understanding about the person you have memories with. You're gaining a different understanding. You're changing your mind because the Wheel of Fortune is about things that are changing. And with the Page of Swords here, it feels like you're changing your mind about how you feel about the wounded warrior. It's almost like a little more of compassion than you had before. The thing is you've moved on and you've already got your balance here, but it feels like you're still kind of stuck because I feel like you're in your mind about the wounded warrior who I feel is responsible for all this nostalgic memories that you have with the Six of Cups. So we do have the Page of Wands, yeah, the Queen of Wands, Knight of Wands. Look, your auntie's here to tell you. The Page of Wands tells me that there's a message you want to send. The Queen of Wands tells me that you're feeling passionate about the situation, that you're independent. No matter what anybody says, you're going to do what you want to do. The Knight of Wands tells me that you're in the mood of passion. So I want to say that the person that you let go of back here is somebody that you had a passionate relationship with. But I also want to say that there was a significant age difference here. And that could be why this thing didn't work, depending on how significant the age difference is. Tell me why this ended, please. Tell me why this ended and why Capricorn moved on. I feel like there was a realization that you had here that somebody was lying to you. And it might have been the Emperor. So whoever the Emperor is in your life, I feel like you were in love with this person. And the Emperor, of course, is all of the kings. Take it as it resonates for you. The Emperor is the one who is maybe paying the mortgage, had the stability, took care of all of the things that you needed taken care of. Wow, it's a lot of really loud honking out there. I hope you can hear it. So we have the Seven of Swords. I feel like the Emperor lied to you. Yeah, I feel like there was some sort of something that you came across. The Emperor lied to you, snuck around behind your back. I feel like it was that sort of energy, and I feel like you were in love with the Emperor at the time. I want to say here that you had some sort of a revelation that, you know what, that things are going to be much easier. I can do this on my own. I've done it on my own before. And I feel like you cut somebody out after giving them the straight goods. I feel like you spoke to this person and said, I don't need you anymore. I'm cutting you out. I want to be single. And I feel like you ran off to heal, because 6 and 4 is 10, and that's the end of the cycle. It was a painful cycle that closed. So it feels like possibly you don't have any idea of what the Emperor is up to right now, and you have been by yourself, but this has caused, it is wisdom, it is healing the self, it is finding your light, but it is also, I feel that you want to talk to this person. So I'm going to say, remember your Mercury retrograde energy. And I feel like you shouldn't You shouldn't just blow past the fact that this person lied to you or snuck behind your back or kept something under the surface and continue to tell you, I love you. I don't know what that is for you, but take it as it resonates. But it does feel like you're feeling like you want to reach out to somebody this week and speak to them, because it's kind of like you're in a stuck position and you want the truth. It's like this person, you asked for the truth and they never gave you the truth. All they did was sneak around. They didn't give you the truth. Not at all, because the moon is here. Things are not as they seem. I feel like this person wouldn't give you the truth or wasn't very honest with you, and it's almost like it's not closed off yet. I want to say that regardless of what goes on, the Wheel of Fortune is here, and I feel like in the Pentacle world, everything is going lovely for you, and it's about to get better. It's only going to keep getting better because the Wheel of Fortune is here. Fortunate changes are coming. It's fated energy and it's divine timing. It is, you know, the ruling planet of the Wheel of Fortune is Jupiter. And that is abundance, right? Things moving forward in an abundant way. Things are going good for you. And then you stop yourself to stop and look at this person who is the wounded warrior. Don't let it take away all the good things that are coming, because this wheel is moving forward. But if you're moving back, this wheel is not going to move for you. Do you know what I mean? Like if you ignore the wheel, and it's really hard to ignore the wheel, all these fortunate things that are supposed to happen moving forward will not move forward because you're still stuck in the past here. You need to clear energy in order to make energy for whatever it is that's arriving. So do you want to go back to the same thing, to the place where the person was lying to you, sneaking around behind your back with another lover? Or do you want to move forward? So we do have, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy here. We have Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo. We have fire energy here, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. We have Libra. We have Taurus. We have Aries. We have Scorpio. All right. It's time for you, Aquarius. Tell me what's going on for Aquarius this week. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Aquarius, please. Tell me about Aquarius. My little geniuses. Tell me about Aquarius. You are one of the people, by the way, I put a post over on the community board. Who would you want on your team in a zombie apocalypse? And I picked you because you're kind of a badass. All right, we've got the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse, my friend. So you want to invest somewhere, but you're not sure. It's like you're not putting any work in on something that you should be putting the work in on here in order to have this new beginning. It's like you're waiting for something to happen. Maybe something in your intuition is telling you that it's not time to move forward. We do have the High Priestess. The High Priestess is someone who is connected to Source all the time. Very secretive, kind of quiet, very mysterious. This is Piscean energy. And this is the energy of a knowing, having a knowing, that maybe you have a knowing that it's not time to move forward yet. Maybe you have some Piscean energy, possibly. Could be dealing with the Pisces as well. Tell me more. We do have the Chariot here. Something is about to move forward. Something is about to move forward that is under the radar and you don't see it. It's like you don't expect that there is anything that's going on here. I want to say with the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse, it doesn't usually give me this energy, but it's giving me the energy of feeling stuck, of getting these messages from your source. But I feel like you are getting messages from your source, like downloads that are telling you what to do, but it's almost like you're avoiding it, or it feels like you're avoiding going forward, finding a new path and moving forward because you're still looking into the past. Aquarius, I feel like you still have a feeling, I want to say, or a knowing that somebody from the past is coming here to get you. And I feel that's why the Ace of Pentacles is in the reverse, because you're not putting any effort into having any sort of new beginning at this point. You could be dealing with Pisces or Cancer. I feel like there is, once everything's in balance, everything will move forward, but that's not right now. I feel like you're avoiding it right now. We've got the Sun, Leo energy. We've got the Fool, very interesting. Aries energy, the very beginning, right? Aries is the first. So we do have the Fool. It feels like you do want to take a leap of faith, Get in that chariot and go. You want to race towards some sort of a victory. I feel like you're going to be getting some really clear downloads about whatever this Ace of Pentacles is in the reverse for. We'll clarify that, of course. Tell me one more. Give me one more card. We do have the Ten of Pentacles. So I want to say that you have all of the material things in order. I feel like whatever the Ten of Pentacles is for you, you have a good job, you have a good home, the Pentacle things, your family is good, the house is good. It feels like you have all of those things. But it feels like you're still wanting to reach for something else. Maybe a Cancer, maybe a Pisces, maybe a Leo. Tell me about this Ace of Pentacles being in the reverse. Why is the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse for Aquarius, please? Aquarius, there is a monthly reading that I just did over the weekend for you. You want to go back and take a look at that. Tell me about Aquarius and why the Ace of Pentacles is in the reverse. We do have the Emperor in reverse. Interesting. We have the King of Pentacles. And we have the Ace of Wands. Okay, so the reason that the Ace of Pentacles is in the reverse is because the Emperor is out of whack. And I say out of whack because to me, when the Emperor is in the reverse, it's like one of the kings is in the reverse. We know it's not the King of Pentacles because the King of Pentacles is showing up in the upright, but it could be the King of Cups, Wands, or Swords. Now, the fact that the King of Pentacles is in the upright tells me that's why the Ten of Pentacles is here, because your money is right on point. But I feel like with the Emperor in reverse, it feels like you're not taking charge of a situation that you need to take charge of in order to get on some sort of new path. And I want to say it's because of either you haven't learned the lessons of all the other kings, or you are, you know the lessons, but you're not applying them in your life. So the King of Swords, for instance, is the one about truth, honor, transparency, factual stuff, right? The King of Cups is the one who is not really showing feelings on the surface, but is very healing and kind and loving and beautiful and but also not showing feelings. Like it feels like you're not ready to show your feelings on the surface. And I want to say with the King of Wands that you're not ready to be inspired to move forward. And so we know that the King of Pentacles is good, and you want to go on this new path, but money isn't everything, right? You need to have balance, right? And when the Emperor is in the reverse, you don't have balance. In fact, when the Emperor is in the reverse, you're feeling cantankerous and you're feeling argumentative, right? Because if the King of Swords is in the reverse, that's like arguments and fights and not looking at the facts and throwing out energies at people that maybe they don't deserve. It's kind of a really hard energy. And when the King of Wands is in the reverse, they're lazy. They're not really doing anything. They're not really willing to put in the work, which is the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. I'm not willing to put that much energy into this new beginning. So what I want to say is, if you're the person who loves to live in Pentacles, you got it made. But if you're the person who wants to move forward and go into something else, that you need to get something, you need to figure out whatever it is that is stopping you from moving forward. And I feel it's a lesson that you need to learn. That's what it feels like here. That you're ready to go with the Ace of Wands, but we don't have the King of Wands isn't here. The King of Wands is still in the deck, and for all we know, is still in the reverse. Not taking action on anything. Tell me about the Chariot, please. We've got the Eight of Swords. We've got the Moon. And we have the Tower. Okay. So things are not as they seem. And because you're up in your head, you don't see these things here. It's like you are obsessively thinking about what is out there in the future, but you're not willing to put the work in to get it done. And so I want to say that eventually, if you get into this stagnant energy of being in the Eight of Swords and not being able to move forward in the Moon energy, what you can't see, maybe you don't want to move forward because you don't know what's coming up, that the Tower shows up. And the Tower shows up to tell you that all of this other stuff was an illusion and that you need to move forward anyway. Tell me about this Tower. We have the Knight of Wands, we have the Four of Cups, and we have the Ace of Cups in the upright. Yeah, the thing is, though, is if the Emperor is in reverse, and what if it is the King of Cups that's in the reverse? It means that you are practicing self-love, and that you are not ready to give your love. You're overly emotional and still subject to blowing up at somebody emotionally, like being upset with them because they took so long. Or it tells me, like with the Emperor in reverse, that right now the King of Cups is probably in the reverse. The Four of Cups tells me that you're kind of in an energy of feeling bored and you just want movement. And I feel like the Tower is coming here to give you movement. You will have movement. The Ace of Cups is here. It will be a new beginning in love. I feel like that's coming, but it feels like it's coming way in the future. I don't think it's coming this week, because I feel like this week that you are wanting to move forward, but you can't because you're in this Four of Cups energy where you're not feeling motivated to do so. I feel like these clear downloads that you're getting is something that you're going to have to pay attention to, these lessons, in order to be able to get this Emperor out of the reverse here. We do have the Five of Swords, we have the Star, and we have the Five of Cups. Well, if you're going to have fives, they might as well come up together, because for me as a reader, when you have 1 5, it's lack. When you have 2 5s, it means that this is a place that you are, that you were in the past, but you get out of it pretty quickly, because for me, more than 1 5s is quick change. So I want to say that that you do have a wish fulfillment that you want, that you're hopeful that things are going to get better, because I feel like you in the past have been living in regret until you get these very clear downloads that come in. Tell me why the Ten of Pentacles is here. The Ten of Pentacles is here. You've become full of wisdom about your abundance here, and we do have the Three Wands. You are waiting. You're waiting for wisdom before, yeah, it feels like you do have to learn a lesson again. That's what it feels like. The King, the Emperor being in the reverse, feminine or masculine, take it as it resonates. It feels like there is a lesson that needs to be learned here. And I think it's the lesson of getting out from behind the fear wall. It feels like it's the King of Wands lesson. And you can have the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Cups, but if you don't have the King of Wands, you can't be inspired to move forward. So you can get in that chariot if you want and try and move, but you're up in your head. How far are you going to get, right? Tell me what this new beginning is here. We do have the Eight of Wands, we have the King of Swords, and we do have the Page of Cups. So I want to say that there is some sort of a surprise message coming into you. I think you're going to be surprised. I feel like there is a message you're not expecting that is coming in from possibly another air sign. The King of Swords is Aquarius, but also Gemini and Libra in this reading. And we do have the Eight of Wands. So I feel like there's messages that are incoming to you possibly. Now, it's a general reading, so take it as it resonates. Either you're sending the message or the message is coming into you. For some of you, you'll be sending the message. For others of you, it's coming into you. Take it as it resonates. But with the King of Swords being in the upright, I like to see that, because now we have the King of Swords and the King of Pentacles. Now we're narrowing it down to fire and water, right? The King of Cups and the King of Wands. And so it does feel like there are some lessons to be learned here before the Emperor can be in the upright and take action. So I feel like some of you, you're going to get a message, and some of you, you are going to send the message. Please remember, we're in Mercury retrograde as of today. We do have the King of, is it in the up? No, got the deck in the upside down. There we go. Look, the King of Cups is here. Yep, that's the right way. So the King of Cups is here. So now we know who the culprit is. It is the King of Wands. You are not feeling inspired to move forward. So I feel like this message is coming into you, or you're sending out a message, but I feel like until the King of Wands shows up, you will not be inspired to send a message. So, I mean, the Ten of Pentacles is here. I feel like you feel that if you've got money and so you should be able to move forward and do what you want, but that's not how the universe works. That's not how the universe works at all. So we do have Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. We do have Scorpio energy. We have Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo energy. We've got Pisces, Cancer. We've got Aries. We've got Aquarius energy. We've got Leo, Aries, Pisces, and Cancer. Take it as it resonates for you, my friend. All right, Pisces, here we go. This is you. You're one of those signs that has got, all of that energy is kind of in Taurus, Aries, and Pisces right now. So You are one of the signs that is going to be having the hardest time with all these energy changes. And I can tell you, as a Pisces moon, I'm exhausted. Like, I couldn't even get it together enough last week to have all of the readings out that I wanted to have out. Feeling a little bit scatterbrained, I'm going to say. My energy is everywhere. Tell me about Pisces, please. Tell me if you're feeling that way, Pisces. Tell me about Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Sneak peek for this week for Pisces, please. Tell me about Pisces. What? Pisces. What is that? Look at that. We've got the Emperor and the Empress looking at each other. We do. And we have the Queen of Wands. One of these things is not like the other. That's what it feels like. One of these things just doesn't belong. And I think it's the Queen of Wands. I want to say that Pisces, I feel like your energy is the Empress energy, because the Empress is all of the queens, right? So the Queen of Cups, of course, being your energy, right? And I feel like the Emperor is looking at you, but I feel like there is someone on the outside looking in, and I feel like it's the Queen of Wands. So we do have Aries, Sagittarius, Leo energy here. I feel like the Emperor is probably with this person right now. And they are interested in this person because they give them a lot of passion. They like the passion, the tenacity. This Emperor loves that this person doesn't listen to them or take their advice, has their own thing, does their own thing. But I feel like this Emperor has never experienced the Empress. And I feel like the Emperor has their eyes on you. And this person is the odd one out. I do see the Queen of Wands in a situation like this. I do see the Queen of Wands as the other person, masculine or feminine. But this person is incredibly good looking, and they got all the passion. They got all the tricks. They got all the tricks to keep the Emperor interested. You know what I mean? All the passionate tricks. But I feel like what the Emperor sees in you is something different than the Emperor sees in the Queen of Wands. In the Queen of Wands, he sees fire, and this Queen of Wands keeps the Emperor entertained with the fire. But you are all of it. You're not only the fire. You're the mother. You're the one who takes care of others. You're solid and grounded and stable and balanced. And you're the one that doesn't need the Emperor. I don't think the Queen does either, by the way. But I feel like there is something growing between you two. That's what it feels like here. Isn't that interesting? So the Emperor is Aries. The Empress is Libra and Taurus, which are the Venusian signs. And then we have the Queen of Wands, who is Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. Tell me more about Pisces, please. Oof, that one just popped right out. So the Emperor is in love with two people. The Emperor is in love with both of you. But I know that the Emperor is staring at you. The Emperor's got his back to the Queen of Wands, but still has feelings, love feelings for the Queen of Wands. I feel like this is a new relationship between the Emperor and the Queen of Wands. Because you're the one with the boundaries. Pisces, you're the one with the boundaries. That's why. This is easy pickings. This is low-hanging fruit. Look, I'm never going to call the Queen of Wands low-hanging fruit. Let's just get that straight. I feel like it's easy to lead with passion, is what I feel. Everybody does it. Like, okay, maybe not everybody, but a lot of people do. A lot of people use what they look like on the outside to get whatever they want, and it's very temporary. That's the thing. You can be the Queen of Wands, but you're definitely not the Empress. So I want to say that you're the one with the boundaries, and that's why the Emperor is looking at you. It's like you've turned your back, and you are conquering things here, my friend. You have the 6 wands conquered. This person's standing in like the conqueror's position, right? The hand on the hip, right? Have you ever watched Grey's Anatomy, and when they're going in on a tough surgery, they do that. They do the Superman stance. I feel like this is what you're doing. It feels like you've got the Ace of Wands across your shoulders. You are conquering things. You are doing the things that you want to do, and that you're having victory doing it. And I think you got the Emperor watching you. I think that this person chose someone else, but they're watching you. Tell me more. We do have the Hermit. Got to go in and think about it. There's silence between you. You're not speaking with the Emperor. I feel like whatever it is that you do, I don't know how they're watching you. It could be online. It could be in the neighborhood. I don't think it's creepy or anything, but I do feel the Emperor is observing you because they see that you are everything that they want. I don't think that this Queen of Wands is anything to shirk at. You know what I mean? I feel like the Queen of Wands in her own right is somebody who is passionate and independent and has a lot of tenacity and goes after whatever she wants, and she's quenching the thirst of the Emperor, but she doesn't have the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Swords, and the Queen of Cups. I'm sorry, the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Cups, and the Queen of Pentacles. So she's still, she might be young. She's still learning things. And I feel like you have a little bit of wisdom, I'm going to say. Because you don't get to be the Emperor or the Empress without having wisdom. Tell me why these boundaries are up, Pisces. Let's ask the universe. Why are these boundaries up? Why did Pisces put these big boundaries up here? Just going to get that card. It flew over my shoulder. Oh, there's two of them. So you're holding your ground here. You're holding your boundaries because I feel like what you're doing is you're healing right now. You're healing from possibly wanting to be with the Emperor, but know that you can't because the Emperor is already in some sort of a love situation here. And with the Hierophant in the reverse, it tells me that you are a non-traditional person, that maybe you don't want marriage. Maybe you're not interested in being like somebody's girlfriend or somebody's boyfriend. Maybe you don't want the title. That you're non-traditional, that you're not a person who goes to church. You don't follow anybody else's doctrine. I feel like you make your own doctrine. One more card. You're investing in yourself. That's what you're doing. You're investing in yourself, and you're just going to keep these boundaries up. You're healing. I feel like you no longer have regrets about things that happened in the past. I feel like you've decided to get on your own road and do your own thing, and you don't care what anybody says, and that's the Queen of Wands in you, right? You don't care what anybody says. You're on your own path, doing your own thing, your non-traditional thing. But I also feel like with this Ace of Pentacles that you have invested in something that is growing here. Tell me about the Ace of Pentacles. Oops. Wow. So this Emperor sees your worth. They see that you are the Ace of Pentacles. They see that you are the new path to everything that they want. The Tower's coming down here. Somebody is about to speak up. The Four of Pentacles in the reverse is, to me, it's vulnerability. I'm now going to show you what I have. I'm going to show you who I am and what I have. And it feels like it's all to do with love here. We've got the Two of Cups. Someone's going to be vulnerable about how they feel, and it's going to come in with a Tower. It's going to be a realization. So I feel like this Emperor is eventually going to tell you how they feel about you. But what's going on in their relationship? I never do the drama, but I'm doing the drama right now. What's going on over here? Because I feel like this is a fairly new relationship that the Emperor is in here. It's confusing. It's heavy laden. And it is something that I feel that the Emperor is trying to nurture. That the Emperor is trying to nurture some sort of connection with the Queen of Wands. But it does feel like it's, when it comes to feelings, it's very confusing. The Emperor doesn't know how the Queen feels with... in terms of feelings, it's confusing because the Queen is interested in only fire, understand? When she becomes the Empress, then she has the fire and the water, which is the balance of temperance. So it feels like with this this Seven of Cups, it tells me that the burden that the Emperor is carrying is that how he feels about the Queen is very confusing. And he's thinking about walking away. Seven of Cups, and the one is 8. Tell me about the Empress, please. So I feel like he's in this relationship with someone he's very attracted to, someone who is very tenacious, someone that he may admire, but this person isn't very good at showing their feelings, and it's becoming very burdensome. And although he wants to grow, he feels like it's been shut off at the 7, that we're just not growing anymore after this. Tell me about the Empress, please. And there you are, minding your business. You're manifesting things, you're standing up, you're telling people exactly who you are and what you think about them and being very honest, and you are racing towards liberation here. It feels like you are manifesting things, that you have hope, you have an Ace of Pentacles. It feels like everything is going really good for you, and that's why the Emperor is watching you, because I don't think that he's got everything that he wants. And although I'm sure the Queen of Wands is beautiful and fine, I just don't think that he has everything he wants with this Queen of Wands. Tell me about the Hermit. Yep, the secret is, the thing that he's not telling anybody is that he wants to settle down with you. We do have the 3 of Pentacles. This Emperor is your friend. You already know this person. And they're juggling, struggling. They don't know what to do. We've got 5 Pentacles. They know that they've not spoken with you, but they want to get something stable with you. They want to get stable and grounded with you. But right now, I feel at this time, this person is in hermit mode. I feel like that is going to... this person's going to come out of hermit mode, but guess what? Next week is the eclipse. I feel like this Tower is coming in like a wrecking ball here when something ends for the Emperor. That's what it feels like here. All right, there's really nothing more I can tell you than that. I'll give you some signs here. We do have the 2 of Cups. We have Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. We have Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo. More Scorpio energy. We have Taurus. We have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We have Cancer energy here. We've got Virgo. We've got Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. And we have Libra and Taurus. And there we are. Thank you so much for being here. I do appreciate you. I'm going to go for now, but I'll be back because I'm always back. Happy New Week to you guys. Love you. And I'm looking forward to these readings for the week ahead. You guys take care. Bye-bye.